Assalamu alaikum. Meherunnesa Shapla is with you once again. Dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are safe by the grace of Almighty. Today I'm going to take the class of honors first year because it's my duty, but I have got my inbox full of messages from you. So at last I have got the great opportunity to take the class with you. So dear students, today I'm going to take the class with you on one of your courses from your syllabus, that is English writing skills, and paragraphs will be the topic. Paragraph is a very common topic to every students, the students of all levels, like primary level, secondary level, the higher secondary level, and you see that the paragraphs is included in your syllabus as well. So paragraph, this topic is very important. That is why it is included. So you have been with paragraphs for so many days. So I think you have already got the overall view of what is a paragraph. But I know many of you don't know what is the exact definition of a paragraph. What are the classifications of paragraphs? What are the ways of writing a good paragraph, or what are the essential elements that are really needed to write a paragraph? And there are so many important terms that are very closely related to paragraphs. So today I'm going to discuss about all these topics, and so let's start the class after a long day with a PowerPoint presentation. So let's go for it. So dear students, welcome to my class. This slide shows you about myself, so I should skip it, and I will show you the information about today's class. That is, the class is for the students of honors first year. The name of the course is English writing skills, and the paper code is 211103. The topic is paragraph. So the first slide shows you the definition of a paragraph. So what does a paragraph refer to? So the paragraph refers to a subdivision of a written composition that consists of one or more sentences. That means paragraph consists of more than one sentences, deals with one point. This is very important. Deals with just one point, or gives the words of one speaker and begins on new, usually indented line. In other words, a paragraph is a cluster of sentences that center around one key idea. So that means paragraph is a group of sentences, or paragraph is a cluster of sentences which discusses only one main idea. Okay. So in this slide, I'll show you the essential parts of a paragraph. So there are three essential parts of a paragraph. These are introduction, the body, and conclusion. What does an introduction do? Introduction includes the topic sentence that talks about the main idea of a paragraph and limits the topic. So here this sentence gives you the idea of introduction, and it also explains the topic sentence as well. The second one is the body. It is the main part of the paragraph. Here the sentences are known as developers or supporting sentences. The body discusses and supports the controlling idea with using facts, arguments, examples, and other required information. So the body is very important because it supports as developers Okay, as developers with supporting details, it supports the main idea, that means the controlling idea, with using facts, with using arguments, examples, logical examples, and other required information. And the final one is conclusion. Conclusion is the final section of a paragraph. It concludes the paragraph, and it summarizes the main idea of the topic as well. Okay. The next, in this slide, I will discuss about those important terms that are very closely related to paragraphs. So, topic sentence, the first one. What is a topic sentence? A topic sentence is a sentence that here should be sentence, but I have made a mistake, so it should be a sentence, not sentences. A topic sentence is a sentence that announces and summarizes the main idea of a paragraph. It is usually the first sentence in a paragraph, but in some cases it is also placed in the second or in the third, and sometimes it is also placed in the last sentence of the introduction. Topic sentence is also known as a focus sentence. It highlights the controlling idea of the paragraph. It should be clear, concise, and emphatic. The next one is controlling idea. Controlling idea is called the main idea of a paragraph. It helps the reader to understand the writer's purpose of writing. It contains the writer's opinion about the topic. It is called the controlling idea because it controls the rest of the writing. It guides the writer about what should be included in the paragraph and what should not. So controlling idea is the main idea. It controls the whole paragraph. Okay. The next one is supporting idea. Supporting details or supporting ideas are important for several reasons. They support the main idea of the paragraph, they make arguments forceful and interesting, they clarify the facts, and they make easier to understand. So they make beautiful, or they make interesting the paragraph with their forceful arguments, and they clarify the main idea to the reader. Okay. So let's go to the next one, that is context modulator. Context modulator is not necessary for all the paragraphs. Okay, so context modulators are sentences that are used to express and adjust to different sets of ideas in a paragraph. The function of a context modulator is to provide a transition between two sets of ideas. So context modulator is needed in those paragraphs which have two sets of ideas. They are required in those paragraphs which contain more than one set of ideas, like advantages and disadvantages of satellite TV channels. So here, the topic includes two sets of ideas. The first one is advantages of satellite TV channels, and the second one is disadvantages of satellite TV channels. So here you should use some transition with using the phrase like on the other hand or on the contrary. So this is called context modulated. But if you find the paragraph is advantages of satellite TV channels, then it is just one idea, advantages. So here you should not use context modulator. Okay, the next one is linkers. Linkers are also very important, not only in paragraph. Linkers are important important in writing anything. So linkers are words or phrases that you use to think ideas or sentences of a paragraph. Linkers connect the ideas logically. For example, it was raining, I stayed at home. So here I have written two sentences. It was raining, I stayed at home, and I have to connect these sentences with a linker. So next, I have written another sentence, that is, it was raining, so I stayed at home. Here I have used a linker, that is so. So is the linker. It has connected two sentences. It was raining, so I stayed at home. The next one is transitions. Transitions are phrases or words used to mark a shift in thought, viewpoint, or movement from one point to another. The transitions are phrases or words used between sections, between paragraphs, and within paragraphs. making it easier for the reader to understand the ideas, like firstly, now, at the present, finally. So when we want to make a shift in our thought or viewpoint, or if we want to move from one point to another, we have to use or we use generally we use firstly, secondly, now, at present, at that moment, or finally, or as a result, nowadays, etc. So, coherence in a paragraph is the technique of making words, phrases, and sentences move smoothly and logically from one to the other. In other words, the ideas are so interwoven, that means so interrelated and glued together, that the reader will be able to see the consistent relationship between them. So, coherence helps to make consistent relationship among sentences or among the three parts of a paragraph. It also suggests to the extent to which the flow of ideas in a paragraph is easily understood by the reader. For this reason, coherence is closely related to unity. But how do you achieve coherence? So that is why you should follow the following ways. Number one is repeating keywords or phrases. Number two is carrying the same idea of a topic from one sentence to another. That means if you want to write a paragraph, after finishing the first sentence, in the second sentence you should carry the same idea of a topic that you have used in the first sentence. Number three is using proper pronoun reference. So you should use proper pronoun reference to make the paragraph clear to the reader. Number four is parallelism. Parallelism is explained in the bracket, that is making sentences similar in structure, that makes the text easier to read. So you should use similar structure throughout the whole paragraph. In the next number five, being consistent in point of view. That means the person's first person point of view, or second person point of view, or third person point of view, verb, tense, and number. Number six, using appropriate transitional words and phrases. So you should properly use transitional words and phrases in a paragraph. Okay. The next term is cohesion. Cohesion refers to the act or state of cohering, uniting, and sticking together. Cohering, uniting, and sticking together, it is the grammatical and lexical linking within a text or sentence that holds the text together and gives it meaning. It is related to the broader concept of coherence. So this is closely related to coherence as well. So it helps you out to uniting or sticking together the sentences of a paragraph. So there are two main types of two main types of cohesion. That is grammatical cohesion. It is based on structural content. The second one is lexical cohesion. It is based on lexical content and background knowledge. Okay. So now in this slide I'll show you the steps. There are 5 steps of writing a paragraph. So here I have written the steps. The first one is decide on a controlling idea and create a topic sentence. So before writing a paragraph, you should decide what should be the controlling idea, and then when you have decided a controlling idea, then you have to create a topic sentence as well. Number 2 is explaining the controlling idea with supporting details. So controlling idea is very important, the main idea. So you have to explain the main idea, that means the controlling idea, with the help of supporting details. Step 3 is you should give an example, logical example. And step 4, you should explain the examples logically to support the topic. Okay, step 5 is complete the paragraph's idea or transition into the next paragraph. So these are the 5 steps that you should follow. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the classifications of paragraphs. There are a lot of categories of paragraphs. Number 1 is descriptive paragraph. It describes a person, an object, or a scene, or or a thing or a place. It describes anything. So the example is my mother or a tea stall. Narrative paragraph, it tells a story or narrates a story or a sequence of events, a rainy day or a road accident. Number 3 is persuasive paragraph. It presents a statement and tries to convince other to agree or to take action, like homework, laughter is the medicine. So when you go to write a persuasive paragraph, you should present some sentences that should that should so logical, that you can so that by the help of those sentences you can convince the reader to agree with you. Expository paragraph, it exposes information through facts and details. For example, my best teacher. So if you want to explain why is he or she the best teacher to you, okay, you should provide some logical information about your best teacher. Okay. The next category is argumentative paragraph. It presents the writer's reason for or against something, like Rohingya crisis. Okay, so here you should present the logical arguments for the favor of your topic, or for the against of your topic. Next one is definition paragraph. A definition paragraph explains a term or a subject, like terrorism. Terrorism is a subject. You should explain terrorism with a definition, with the characteristics of the action of terrorism, or what types of actions are called terrorism. Okay, and listing paragraph, it provides a list of points in support of the controlling idea. For example, causes of students' failure in English. So here you should provide different causes with a list, different causes of students' failure in English. Okay. So here compare and contrast paragraph, it shows both the similarities and differences between two persons, objects, concepts. For example, democracy versus autocracy, or village life versus city life. So here you should need context modulator, because these types of paragraph this type of paragraph has two sets of ideas, so you need context modulator here. The next one is cause and effect paragraph. It points out the causes of something and discuss their effect, like traffic jam. Here in the paragraph you will presents the causes behind the traffic jam and effects of traffic jam. Okay, so next one is classification paragraph. Classification paragraph categorizes things, persons into different types of classes, like types of fever. So this is classification paragraph. Now I'm going to talk about example paragraph. This is another category. It supports the controlling idea in the topic sentence through proper examples, like uses and abuses of Facebook. Here again we find two sets of ideas in one topic. So here you need a context modulator. So here you should provide supports behind the uses of Facebook and also abuses of Facebook. Then the next one is process paragraph. This is the last category. It describes or explain how something is done or how something is made. For example, how to make coffee, how to make tea, how to make a dress, how to make how to cook biryani, etc. So these are all about the classifications of paragraph. Okay. So dear students, today I have talked about the paragraph, the definition, the elements, essential parts of a paragraph, the the elements or the important terms that are closely related to paragraphs, steps of writing a good paragraph, and the classifications of a paragraph. So these that's all for today. You just keep you should keep watching the videos that we have provided with you. So the next class I will come with another topic. You just stay fine, stay safe, keep watching the class videos, and thank you for being with me, and Allah Hafiz.